Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Xynthia and today is going to be part 2 of the Honkai Star Rail 2.7 quest. Just I guess as a little bit of recap for last time, if you saw the video from yesterday and kind of just forgot what happened. The Trailblazers, so like the Astral Express crew I guess, is trying to figure out more about Amphoreus because it's a planet that not even Akivili, the Eon of the Trailblaze, visited. So like Himiko and Welt want to gather more information about the planet if they can before they head out to it. And so like while we're doing that, I guess the Express was also tasked with the job of taking Tingyun, also known as Fugue now, I think. Well, Fugue is her, like, new 5-star form, right? That she's getting in the second half of this patch, but tasked with bringing her back to the Xianzhou Laofu because Ron Mei had taken care of her insofar that she'd, like, made sure she didn't die and healed her up as much as she could. And at the end of that, because I think we're kind of at the end of that part of the story, because the messenger from the Xianzhou Laofu came to pick her up, and it was Yukong, and then Yukong and Tingyun talked for a while, and it became apparent that Tingyun wants to explore the universe. Like, she doesn't really want to go home, quote unquote, because it's probably hard for her to see the Laofu as her home, because her mind is so fragmented, and she's been through so much. So yeah, and she was also saying she wants to get, like, revenge on those who pull the strings, as she said. So, so people who try to control others as their pawns, she wants to get revenge, sort of, on them. But then also, simultaneously, we're seeing Sunday's point of view and how he's been navigating life since he has become a fugitive on Penacony. So this is like, it's like post Jade releasing him, you know, because she told him to go and see what the mortal realm is like, right? So he's been kind of exploring Penacony a little bit, trying to say farewell just one last time, see how their life is. And where we ended, he was about to talk to Robin, but he was going to talk to Robin in disguise, because that's how he hasn't been recognized. One of the members of the family has been with him, or like, not like the Oak family, but someone from Penacony named 1 Week. He's a Pepeshi. He's been following Sunday around and, like, disguising him so he doesn't get caught. It's kind of unclear why 1 Week even cares to help him. But Sunday just keeps saying, oh, you're the only one who I can turn to now. And he said something about, like, they never really got along when they, like, before Sunday was a fugitive, before all this went down, so maybe he's just, I don't know. Maybe it's some sort of, like, revenge, quote unquote, for 1 Week, some sort of settling the rivalry. I don't know what they had. Okay, I don't completely understand what's going on there. I guess Sunday did save 1 Week at some point and, like, set him up for success. So I guess maybe it's part of 1 Week paying him back for that. So, but yeah, he was about to talk to Robin, but in disguise, and Welt has been following Sunday around because he wants to make sure Sunday doesn't do anything. He's, like, starting to believe that Sunday means no harm, but he just wants to make sure, because he passed by Sunday, but he could tell that Sunday, even in disguise, that it was Sunday. And he was like, what are you doing back here? And Sunday's like, I'm just trying to say goodbye to my home before I leave. So, yep, that's where we left off. I'm in a different part in Penacony right now, because I was doing a little bit of farming before. Why? I don't want to go there, I don't think. Yeah, I was just doing a little bit of farming before I started. What? I don't want to do that. Yes, so let's switch back to his POV. Sunday on the Soldier's Journey. Oh, it put Sunday back in my party.
Life is as ephemeral as dew on a leaf.
Oh.
And full of worldly strife.
Thank you, Jing Yuan. Okay. Meet with Robin. Let's do that. I kind of feel like she's gonna know it's him, right?
I didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
Oh, Robin doesn't have a voice either. I forgot that there were a couple that were having issues. It's nice to meet you, miss. May I know your name?
My name is 1 Week. I'm a member of the Nightingale family.
Oh, you're a Dreamweaver. Thank you for all your hard work. You all are the reason the Dreamscape has been able to recover from this crisis.
You're too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very busy. What brings you here to Dream's Edge?
I'm taking a break. I wanted to find a quiet place to relax, ideally somewhere where I could see the stars. Before I knew it, I'd walked all the way here. I know these stars only exist in the dream, but...
Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality. When we look up into the night sky, the stars aren't really there. The glimmering lights we see are merely the images of stars from long ago.
See, the thing is, he's like, oh, Robin doesn't need to know it's me and doesn't need to know it's me saying goodbye. But I'm like, okay, when you talk like that, everyone's gonna know it's you. The way he talks is so... He has such, like, a philosophical, poetic, yada yada, you know, way of speaking.
So...
She's gonna know it's him.
Have we ever truly seen a real sky full of stars?
I think she knows. You're very philosophical, Miss 1 Week. You remind me of someone I know. Do you work nearby?
No. Today is my rest day. There's going to be a show later, so I came early to find a good seat.
Oh, a show? Here?
It's somewhere farther away. They say it's a farewell performance. The kind that's better to listen to from afar than watch it performed live.
I see. In that case, the observation deck is a good choice. You can see all of Penacony from here. Distance can make some things appear more beautiful. This is like so sad. Ay, ay, ay.
Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars before the show begins?
Of course. You don't have to be so courteous. I should be the one asking. This is Dream's Edge, after all, and the Dreamweavers are its true masters. Aw. Is 1 Week gonna take off to the skies? That would be so funny. Little prankster. So sorry about clearing my throat so much. I just ate lunch, and sometimes that happens.
Still, these stars are
He just gave them
unfamiliar to
space.
me.
That's nice of him.
I don't recognize any of them, and it makes me feel uneasy.
What makes you feel this way? Is it because the sky is so far away, or because it's the unknown?
Perhaps it's both. The Stellaron disaster may not have had any real consequences, but many guests still chose to check out. Now the hotel feels quieter than before. It makes me wonder what Penacony's future will be like. I just hope it will not negatively affect you, Miss Robin.
You're too kind. I'll be fine. The disaster was unexpected, but because of it, I was able to witness many pasts and think about many futures. My only real regret is that I left some things unsaid.
Did the person you wanted to say them to leave?
Yes. He left in such a hurry that I didn't even get the chance to say goodbye.
Sometimes, what's in your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words. Maybe he already knows what you wanted to say.
But don't you think we should put in some effort when we want to encourage someone?
If you don't mind me asking, who is it that you wish to encourage?
It's someone who experienced failure recently and is about to embark on a long journey.
There are many such people on Penacony. Failure is like the setting sun to a dream chaser. It's something that happens every day. I believe they all have the willpower to start anew. Especially after receiving a smile from you, Miss Robin.
Oh, that's nice of you to say. But he's different. He's stronger than most ordinary people, but because of it, people have this misconception. They think that when he falls, he'll stand back up faster than anyone else.
Are you saying that's not true?
It's not. Because before he stands up again, he will hesitate and agonize for ages over whether that is the right course of action. Aww. Oh, this is so...
may be a good thing for someone like that. Being able to reflect on one's actions is a valuable quality to have.
You may be right, but I still hope that he'll never change.
Why is that?
Because I have faith in the person I remember him to be. He may have taken the wrong approach when he failed, but I don't think he had the wrong intentions. We once stood together at the same starting line, but now it's his turn to fly for the stars. I believe he'll find the right path, even if he has to do it alone. We don't have to soar into the sky together, because I know we'll reunite one day up there in the clouds. This is hitting like all the feels right now. Good grief.
I hope so.
Aw. Miss 1 Week, may I ask a favor? There's a jigsaw here I'd like to finish before I leave. If I have a Dreamweaver's help, maybe I'll be able to fill in the missing pieces.
A dream jigsaw. I see. I'll do my best.
I'm so good at these, no problem. Don't worry if you can't find them. Just think of it as us taking a walk together.
I'm still inexperienced, so let's just hope we get lucky.
Thank you, anyway. I expect the first jigsaw piece will be a part of the starry sky. As for the other piece, I hope it will symbolize wings. Ooh, yes, healing. Whee! Okay. Here's the first piece.
It seems we've been blessed with good fortune today.
This is... a scrawled note was left here. May your sky be forever radiant. It seems familiar.
Another Dreamweaver probably left this behind. It's a habit for this profession. They hope to use these blessings as a foundation for the dreamscape.
Really? Here's the other one.
The second jigsaw piece. Is this a pair of wings or a decoration made of feathers?
Maybe it's somewhere in between the two. It's a pair of broken wings.
We should keep looking.
It's okay. Let's use this one. Just as before, a note was placed carefully next to the puzzle, like someone got here a step earlier. May your stage be forever lustrous. One more thing. Staying fit is important, but don't forget to eat well too. We have enough. Let's go back. See, that's the thing. I think Robin knows. I think... Or is this like set up by Sunday in a way? I don't know. Because who would say, may your stage be forever illustrious? Would Sunday say that to Robin, or would Robin say that to Sunday, you know? Alright, let's do it. Okay. Let's not put that one there for now. There we go. It's the bird. This bird is the source of my trauma. Source of Penacony's trauma.
It's done. Have a look.
That painting feels like a blessing, and also seems to mirror someone's resolve. Even when the broken wings no longer belong to the sky, The direction in which they fall will still be towards the stars.
Soon I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars, none of which I recognize. But as long as you continue to gaze upon them from here, then those unfamiliar stars will one day be the place of our reunion.
I'm so sad. He walked away. No. She has to know. You still couldn't bear to say goodbye in the end? Maybe I'm stronger than you think. Yeah, she knew it was him. You must try to relax on your long journey. Brother. Yeah, she knew it was him. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm literally like tearing up right now, guys. What the heck? No. I love them so much. Ugh.
That didn't seem like a perfect goodbye.
It's enough. I only meant to stay quietly by her side for a bit.
She knew.
Why did you do those unnecessary things?
Oh,
What things?
Those 2 notes. If someone finds them, they can be used as evidence against her.
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as many times as you want. But I can't.
So it was 1 week. So I was like, someone put the notes there.
I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either.
Live with regret.
We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
Yes. We only have one last stop. But before we leave, I have a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Yang.
I
I'm
wonder.
curious. Why did you become a nameless?
Why the sudden interest?
Hey,
I always had a feeling that you would never give up on someone who needed help. After spending time with you, I'm even more convinced of this assessment.
maybe he wants to become a nameless. Please, if Sunday joins the Astral Express, that would just be so great. I would love more Sunday content just throughout the
At this very
story.
moment, there are countless worlds above the skies still waiting for the arrival of the Astral Express. Yet you and your companions have chosen to stay here. All for an old friend you never knew, and a notorious fugitive. To trailblaze means to forge ahead. Yet, you stop and spend precious time on people just passing by. All the while you believe this is the natural course of action?
That's not what I think at all. Besides, the watchmaker also made a similar choice.
True, the watchmaker was a nameless.
And because of that, he bid farewell to the Express and never walked among the stars again in his lifetime.
Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if we leave the Express, some trailblazing paths will still continue. You can think of it this way. The title of Nameless doesn't belong to any one person. Each individual will have
background
their
music
own
is from one of
feeling
Robin's
what it means
songs.
to walk this path and will always try their best, no matter the situation.
It was played like during the. I think it was playing during the event, not the event, but like the quest that had to do with the Radiant Feldspar at the end when like all the fireworks are going off. I think it was this song that played. But of course they gotta play like a Robin song when Sunday is saying his goodbyes.
The goal of my trailblazing is not the unknown world, but every living being who exists under the stars. In my homeland, the name Welt means world. It suggests that each person is a world unto themselves, and that we harbor as many possibilities as the distant stars. The connections I gain on my journey are what is most precious to me. This is my way of the trailblaze and the reason why I decided to stay here.
Why me?
Like I said before, I left my home in a hurry too. I know how you feel right now. I also know that a person will only be able to truly face themselves once they've decided to say goodbye to their past, the same way you're doing right here, right now. There was never a third person with us, was there?
What?
I told you he'd find out.
I should have known nothing could escape your keen eyes. Since you already know 1 week's secret, there's no need for me to build up suspense. Let's go. We'll head straight for the finale and take our final bow in this farewell performance.
So 1 week's not real? Feathers eternal, sky complete. I'm sad. I'm sad, but I'm like, I'm happy that he has decided to move on and keep going with his life. Aw. We can cross the night together, not because of her brilliance, but because we know each other. Part from Robin in Sunday's POV. I'm not crying, you're crying. Okay, 1 week. Oh, what? What's this? After all that has happened, the Grand Theater stands deserted. The man who crashed here with broken wings must learn how to walk on the land, but to do that, he must first fly toward the stars. That should be a good team. Do I need It said Fire was good. Maybe I should use Jocho instead of Robin, though. It's like story, but they let me keep my Sunday because he's so good. All right, we'll put Jocho.
Never imagined that in this life I would be fighting alongside the divine foresight himself.
We'll go with this. We'll go this route. I like Out of Search Forest. Oh.
I know you can hide your ignorance, but trespassing on restricted family grounds is still a bold move.
Don't worry. I won't take too much time.
He has to say goodbye to the stage.
I was
He
a
won't
child when I first
spot us
visited the
on.
Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the curtains from here and believing it to be the morning star guiding me toward the land of the dreams. When I returned here many years later as the head of the Oak family, I finally learned that the light was actually a Stellaron.
Now that you've returned to the stage, what are you planning to do?
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop.
Wait, is 1 week the Stellaron or something? I don't. Probably not. It's probably a stretch.
At the end of their lives, as they welcome their final moments, they invariably raise their hands, stretching their arms into the emptiness. Much like how babies also stretch their arms into the air when they are first born. Humanity flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. Once when they are born, and once when they die. In order to flap my own wings and soar again. I will say goodbye. Here. To the me of yesterday.
What? Sunday?
I really hate this face. My expressions feel so dull and lifeless.
I'm so confused. What happened?
I see. That explains why something always felt off about your appearance. The halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony.
Oh.
It's been missing since the moment we reunited.
Right, I think I remember pointing out that he didn't have his halo, and I was like, that's kind of weird. But I was like, whatever.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the heavens. But that doesn't mean it can't be thrown away. While I was in the gallery of thoughts, at the entrance of the dream, I chose to completely sever the halo from myself.
Why?
Doesn't that hurt? Does that hurt?
I am a fugitive, after all. I must remove any chance of being detected by the family. Another reason is to feel pain. A pain like falling from the sky with broken wings that can keep me awake. This is how I can cast aside all the blessings of the harmony and the Order, and for the first time in my life, enter the sweet dream as an ordinary person.
So he literally did it also to feel pain. Like, good grief, man. It's so dramatic, but at the same time, it's like, I get it. Like, 100%. Like, I understand him so much. Why is this quest like my favorite thing ever? It's like my favorite quest I've done.
Is that also how Mr. 1 Week came into this world?
Or the other Sunday. So wait, so it's just his halo? Interesting.
No. You wouldn't believe the real story even if he told you. He was born from an accident. One that you're actually quite familiar with. It was that try not to laugh challenge. Quite embarrassing, to be honest.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
I was roaming around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's trap.
No, that's
The
so...
prank that fragmented Miss Ting-Yun also divided my fragile self into two.
Are you saying that he's a part of you? That's quite surprising given that you two look nothing alike.
You could say he's another possibility of me. I too was once a child, with aspirations buried deep within. Over time, those childhood voices grew increasingly faint. Maybe if I had made a small change in my childhood, I would have turned out to be exactly like him. What a pity. Failing to become a better version of yourself. So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss Ting-Yun. I will perform a tuning on myself and return to my complete form.
The final form of Sunday.
This also means that 1 week will vanish for good. That's why I said this was the last stop. Is there a possibility that you will be the one who disappears? No. This is a foregone conclusion. But who's to say there won't be any changes? Maybe deep down, I'm also anticipating this possibility.
Regardless of the outcome, you will have a witness. I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Aw, Welt
Much
is...
appreciated.
Welt is such a nice guy. I love Welt.
Now,
He's like...
shall we begin?
Like, I know he was partially doing it to just keep an eye on him, but now it kind of feels like he's more doing it just so he has... Like, Sunday has someone else with him.
Anticipating this possibility. You've really changed. In the past, you wouldn't have tolerated any noise at all. I'm about to embark on an unknown journey where it will be impossible to maintain my orderly life. I will have to navigate unexpected surprises, much like today. You're not ready at all, are you? I feel unsettled.
Well,
Maybe even scared.
who's ever ready to make, like, a
Ever
big
since I
change
left
like that?
Penacony, I can no longer control everything. Don't flatter yourself. You can't control anything. But isn't that how it is for most people? My fear of the unknown may be a weakness, but your presence has shown me that surprises aren't always bad.
His voice actor does a really good job of expressing the two different sides of him. Like, the voice being slightly different for the two, yet it's the same. It's good.
Meeting
It's good
you has
stuff.
been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you this in person.
Tell you this in person. Myself. Bro's just talking to himself. The voices.
I truly dislike you. What? Are you sure you didn't mean the opposite?
I love you, myself. He's in love with himself.
I must admit,
Just kidding.
many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or openly share my dislike of a person. Or my fondness. I want to tell her that I love all her songs. Then go for it, Sonny.
Sunny.
You always talk about locking the bird in the cage, but you're the one who's trapped. Look at yourself. Besides discipline and hesitation, there's nothing else in your life. If you continue living like a slab of marble, You'll break into pieces when you fall.
Yes, Sunday is very much a, it needs to be this way. And I will say he was raised to be like that, so it's part of the reason, but I think it's also part of who he is. Everything has to be just so. That's why Ratio called him mentally ill.
But
Oh,
I
Ratio.
won't become like you. I simply can't. I dislike people who are frivolous. It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them. If I fail, I will still uphold my principles, such as decorum and stateliness.
Okay, well, I don't know if you need to, like... Is he gonna keep being like, the vest has to be tucked in or whatever, the shirt has to be tucked into the vest, the pants creased so they face the shoes, whatever.
As for the
Bro.
harmony, my stance remains the same. Whether it's you or the paths, if what I once doubted, or even opposed, becomes the force I must rely on in the future,
Look at that, Sunday.
then this time, my true heart will guide the tuning. I'll leave it to you. What is this? Leaving your fate entirely up to a coin flip? This
You
isn't
want to
like
pull
you
on
at
a
all.
banner?
Did you lose your mind after being run over by the Express? Or were you possessed by that IPC gambler?
How many times was he run over by the Express, mind you? Like, let's count.
Failure is always the best teacher. To save more lives, you must first understand what they live for and what they die for. The best way to achieve this is through personal experience. You see? I'm already starting to make changes. Whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate. And see if I can embrace all that I detest.
Oh.
Only then will I truly be able to walk among the living in their world. But what if you can't do it? Well, that's out of my hands. It will just prove that I'm still the same person. The person who always disappoints his sister.
No, no. No, you don't. No! I'm so sad. I wonder if Welt is around here.
Falling is just another name for flying. That's why I rejoice at my broken wings. Step into the mortal world
Gotta.
to see how it truly is.
I like how I have the little Tuskegee by my side as this happens.
Be born as a human and die as one.
I'm like not ready for like this is a lot. This is kind of a lot.
And with my last breath, I'll join the weak in reaching my hands toward the sky. On the
All the
planet
little
of
like
festivities,
actors in the background.
whatever identities I once had, they no longer matter. It's not the gods who answer us, but ourselves from the future. I don't have much to say. But as it's time to part ways, here's one last piece of advice.
He's like, I don't want to hear anything from
When
you.
telling jokes, be sincere. Don't sweat the details, and above all, don't explain them every time.
He's just like Sino. Oh, you guys didn't understand? Let me explain. No! He's like, really?
Never mind. Maybe it's better for you not to joke at all. No objections from me.
He's not a joke. He's not. He would kind of hate me then. I like a good joke. Well,
This is so annoying. How did I become so dull?
yeah, he's saying this is like, so it's like a version of Sunday that may have existed if he had maybe chosen a different path. Maybe it's almost like what would happen if he didn't choose to follow all of Gopherwood's instructions and become the successor to... I mean, I think he would have been the head of the family regardless, but still. He's like... But yeah, he would have been like maybe a more light, carefree, humorous person.
Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard on yourself. There will always be people who are sad.
It's like you. Sunday is always sad. Look at that man has depression. It's like that meme that says like, OMG, he got blood circulation and depression. Although I think his skin tone actually does look the same. They just use like a very
Planet of
brightened picture.
festivities, Land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home. Should one desire to leave the stage for good, one must first step back onto the stage.
Oh no, not this guy. Why was that so quiet? Okay, either the audio is supposed to sound like that or my audio just broke. I'm gonna try unplugging my headphones and replugging them in, but if that doesn't work, I might have to cut the video while I try to solve this. Okay. Okay.
Think thrice, act wise, though oft twice shall suffice.
Okay, you're just talking.
Follow my charge. Here. There's thunder!
Also, I had to put Sunday on, like, I had him on speed boots, but I put him back on defense boots because he's faster than Jing Yuan, and that was just so stupid to me. I was like, ain't no way.
I'll overcome the thorns. Torment you down. I bid you farewell.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is... Time for the master stroke. Radiant spirit.
Then we'll get Sunday's
Heed
thing
my
active.
Show no mercy! Disorderly noise!
This mortal form. I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
Yes, Jing Yuan is the beatified. Okay, speed that up.
Echoes of the past. You need not fade away.
I think I'm gonna... Okay, wait,
To the star.
Since you're already here,
Well, you know. We'll just
why
cook
not
him.
have a meal before?
If I was gonna do this, and then I was gonna use
Eternal
the
sleep
watches.
is not the end. The dead will return.
Don't know why my audio broke there, though. That just happens, I guess.
Everybody silent. Noise is fading. Receive divinity. 1,000 thanks.
Okay, don't worry, we're good here.
Here. There's thunder!
Okay, more shields. Oh, his action got delayed. Let's do this.
Conflict is disorderly noise.
It's better to make no move.
That should work.
No consequence.
No, he's in the dream. Although that means the, I guess not really. I was gonna say, well, that means his action is delayed, so the beatified lasts longer, but not really.
Better to make no move than wait for your move.
Okay, we'll do this again.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead
Just
will
keep
return.
using this because it gives him a point in his passive.
Follow my charge. Here. There's thunder! Disorderly noise.
Okay, we're in the second half, so we're good.
Time has come. Let it be revealed. Is it inevitable for me? I can't
Yeah.
thank you enough.
That
Yeah.
which is seized must be repaid.
I've heard the call. Torment me down. I bid you farewell.
Yeah, he restores a
Conflict is
skill point when I mean, I do remember that being said.
time for the master
When he uses
stroke.
his skill on the beatified, his,
Heed my word.
he doesn't,
Show
he
no mercy.
adds a skill point instead of consuming 1. Okay, speed that up. I don't really need to see everything else.
Turn up the heat.
Pity. You...
We'll get there eventually. People won't die, surely.
Follow my charge. Here.
I feel like I should just use
I'm honored by your presence.
Jocho's. Oh yeah,
Since
that's
you're
a good
already
idea.
here,
Even though it'll consume a charge of it
why
at
not have a
the
meeting?
beginning of his turn, and not so.
I will overcome the thorns. Serenity stands clear before me.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is
Hey, we'll let him use the Beatify. Or
Mortal form.
use his ultimate.
I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
I mean,
Let the enemy strike first.
doing quite a bit of damage, I would say, which is good. Okay, we'll do this.
Eternal sleep is not the end.
Don't let him use his ultimate again, so we can get that charge, and also break, you know, weakness break.
Turn up the heat.
Okay.
Thank you
Boom,
for
watch
your
this.
generosity.
More healing.
There's no time to lose. Here.
Heard the call, loud and clear.
Okay, no, he should use it again.
Now, bid you farewell.
Follow my charge. Conflict.
Oh, this should do it.
Time for the master stroke. Radiant spirit.
Honestly, with Jocho's buff to ultimate damage, like,
No mercy.
pretty, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, okay, we did it. A new venture on the 8th dawn. Ooh. The creation of Adam? Or... Oh. Yeah, it's like the creation of Adam. His halo is back.
This
Oh,
8th day, I grant myself departure.
departure. Not rest. Departure. Aw.
Well, how should I address you now? Mr. Sunday or Mr. 1 Week?
Whichever you prefer. He's probably mocking me from inside right now. Thank you for accompanying me through all this, Mr. Yang. This farewell journey has come to an end.
Oh, now his voice almost sounds like a blend between the two. Like, not quite so distraught and depressed, but also not quite so, like, chipper and mocking. Somewhere in between.
What are your plans after leaving Penacony?
At this point, there's no need to hide things from you. I believe there's more to the incident involving the Stellaron on Penacony.
Are you suggesting that the Dream Master wasn't the one controlling the Stellaron?
Don't worry. The Oak family was indeed behind seizing the Stellaron and resurrecting the fallen Eon during the Charmony Festival. And you've already defeated them. But Mr. Gopherwood once told me that all the Order's efforts were aimed at avoiding the same mistakes that the Harmony made. My guess is that the family from the Montour system must be involved. Unfortunately, too much time has passed to verify that. Penacony is just a small territory, and even the family heads with their authority cannot enter the sacred site of the Harmony and inquire about the true will of the Great One. In the worst-case scenario, if Sheepay turned a blind eye, how could the strong defending the weak hold up? Mr. Yang, I just want to tell you this. The Harmony has more than one side. They can be the most steadfast ally of the Astral Express, or the most fearsome enemy.
Interesting.
Well, thank you for being honest with me. The efforts of the crew on Penacony were driven by the same concern. After all this, the harmony and the preservation will keep the situation on the planet of festivities in balance. With the momentum from the Trailblaze, more forces will arrive and Penacony will become a public space in the cosmos. Freedom is the only answer the Nameless can offer. I'm glad that Penacony needs it.
You and I both strive for a peaceful society, even if our reasons are different. And you've gone even further than I have. If not for our paths, perhaps you and I wouldn't be in opposition.
I don't think we would have had to be in opposition if you were just, like, not been persuaded by the Order. Or the dark side of the harmony, or whatever you want to call it.
Don't sell yourself short. We're not fundamentally opposed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think they're...
Otherwise, you wouldn't have shown me mercy in front of the Dream Master. This shared journey is my way of repaying you. After all, you are one of my trailblazing goals.
Aww. You are my son. I don't know.
You've given me many insights as well. Humans are the measure of everything, and no one is the sole savior.
Sometimes I forget Sunday isn't really quite human, like Halovians are a different race, but...
Creating a paradise remains one of my lifelong
we just look like
ambitions.
humans.
As I move forward, I realize I must build it brick by brick. Therefore, I have a request that I hope you'll consider. While I lack the will to trailblaze, nor can I become a true Nameless.
He's like,
I
well...
admire your convictions. Perhaps what I need more than asceticism is knowledge. Therefore, after leaving Penacony, would you consider letting me come aboard the Astral Express and travel with you for now?
Aw. Aw, yes. I think you can choose to say no, though. Because I remember them saying in the special program, sometime later, that your choices won't influence
this is why I brought him here.
Oh, yep, and he's like, oh, I explained everything. But yeah, I remember in the special program, they said something about, like, our choice will matter in the conclusion of it. So I'm like, I'm thinking we can say no if we want to.
Mr. Sunday wants to join us on the Express. Of course, I can't make that decision alone.
But if you didn't support this idea, you wouldn't have brought him back. Walt, I trust your judgment. If someone is willing to join us on our journey, the Express will be open to them. But this time is a bit different. Before making any decisions, Xynthia, I want to hear what you think. Me? In this battle, you were the one who directly confronted him. Your opinion holds the most weight.
I learned the most valuable lessons from my past opponents. Please, say whatever's on your mind.
That I think you're an amazing character. Okay, sorry. You always want to be in control. You've disappointed many people. I don't want to be like, you've disappointed many people. Maybe I'll say, like, you always want to be in control. You're a perfectionist, always trying to control everything, even when it comes to yourself. Although, we're going to be traveling further into the unknown once we leave Penacony. I guess a change of pace could do everyone some good. I feel like I'm middle ground with everything, because I don't want to completely oppose him, but I don't want to completely agree. But I do kind of agree with what... Because he wants to create a good future, but maybe I'll say, have some hope in humanity. Maybe you're too pessimistic about humanity, but the Trailblaze isn't like that. We had to learn to have faith before embarking on this path. You must do the same. We can be friends, you're a worthy adversary. I don't agree with Mr. Yang. I'll say, we can be friends. Nothing is for certain anyway. An enemy yesterday may be a friend today. Wow. All these different options. Maybe I'll just be like, finally, I'm no longer the newbie. Come on. You're taking over as newbie.
Well, he's just traveling with us. Not an actual member of the Express crew yet. Your newbie status is untouchable.
I'm fine with that.
Thank you all for your forgiveness. Perhaps I'll find the answer I'm looking for on this journey. And when that day comes, it'll be farewell.
No, I don't think he'll stay with us forever, though. I do think it's interesting, though, that to add more members to the Express crew, like, as you go along in the story. But the thing is, like, Sunday as, like, a bad guy, to me, isn't, like, I don't know. Because I feel like he's a little bit more understandable than some villains. Like, again, I said this in the last video I did. It's like, I don't condone everything he did, nor did I think the things he tried to accomplish were right, but I also understand, like, being so, I don't know, just wanting to make sure everyone is happy and living well, and that, you know, the strong do protect the weak. I'm not quite as orderly as him, like, at all, but, well, it's like, I understand him. It's like, I feel like the actions he made did not come out of malice, and I think Robin may have spoken about that when she was, like, talking to him. It's like, what he did wasn't out of, like, malice or true evil will. It's like, he had good intentions, it's just execution was not right.
Until then, rest assured that I will do my best to fulfill my duty as your companion.
Looks like we've come to a decision. Remember to keep the conductor in the loop, too.
Now that our business on Penacony is settled, it's about time we get back on track and prepare for our next warp jump.
Yeah, but let me try contacting Madame Herta again before we set off. She helped us look into Amphoreus even though nothing new came up. I should at least let her know we're leaving.
Try?
I tried contacting the space station several times, but never got any response. Maybe there's a problem with the international network. It shouldn't be anything to worry about. What could happen on the Genius's home turf? Even the Antimatter Legion wouldn't stand a chance. For all we know, Madame Herta could be making a move again. And that's why we're getting the Herta next patch, right?
No, we're still not quite there.
Oh. Alright, time to leave the space station. What?
Indeed, this is only a minor ripple that no one will ever notice. So, you must also understand, for a genius, the importance of asking questions outweighs the importance of the answers themselves. So-called magic has its own set of principles. There are no mysteries in this universe that cannot be solved. So,
Well, there she is.
all-seeing presence. I ask you this. What is divinity?
That... Oh, is that erudition? Like the Eon of erudition? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, Robin's right behind me, isn't she? She's right behind me now, isn't she? Alright, stay tuned to find out what happens next in the upcoming installment. Fugue has become a visitor to the Express. You might come across Fugue when you return to the Express. Well, alright. I guess that's the end, huh? Okay, let's see. Let's grab our achievements. The Lost Paradise has never been cast behind. It lies ahead. Complete the final farewell in Sunday's POV. Okay, and... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, this is the song that I was saying was probably there. Okay. I completed the Trailblaze mission. Do I get something for it? No. And now I have this home decor, cosmic home decor guide. I did these already. I did them yesterday. Okay. That's it, I guess. I don't really have much else to say. I really like that quest. What can I say? I just love Sunday though. Sunday is just one of my favorite characters, maybe my top favorite now. And I'm kind of interested to see just what will happen going forward, because, like, will he be included in the story with Amphoreus? I think that would be interesting. And then they kind of got me with Herta at the end, like, what's going on with Herta, like, the real Herta, not the puppet versions of her. It almost kind of looked like she was, like, sacrificing all of her puppets as a way to, like, contact the Eon of Erudition. I don't remember what the Eon of Erudition is called. Is it, like, Device? I don't know. Device something? I don't remember. Oh well. But yeah, this video was not as nearly as long as the other one. I guess I could have gotten away with, like, maybe 2 hour-and-a-half videos. I did wonder if it was going to be a shorter quest line. I didn't know it was going to be, like, kind of more in between, because it took me, like, an hour to do the Genshin one, right? Like, maybe not even an hour. But, like, this one, it took me about 3 hours instead of, like, 4 to 6 hours, which I think the other ones can take me. But yeah, that's it, I guess, for this. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking it and subscribing to the channel, and I'm guessing, so next video will probably be Infinity Nikki. I haven't recorded myself playing it at all, and I think the format for that one might be a little bit different, just because I'm playing that on my iPad, so there will probably be no character in the corner for those videos, because I don't know how to get that set up to work yet, which is fine. Because I don't have enough space on my laptop to download another game. But yeah, so I guess keep an eye out for that video whenever it comes out. It'll probably only be about an hour long, because I kind of wanted to do it in the format of, like, my first hour on Infinity Nikki, you know? I've seen people do those kinds of videos. Just so it's like, or it can be like my first impression, you know? So, yep. That's it for now, and, I guess you guys can let me know what you did with Sunday, if you let him join or not. I was gonna let him join no matter what, just because I like the character a lot. I know some people really don't like him, though, and so they were probably like, nope. But, yeah, so, hope you guys enjoy your day, and if you're, I guess, like, shopping for Christmas presents now, because Christmas is coming, good luck with that. Alright. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.